Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Spice and Easy Kitchen. I hope you're all doing well, and today's recipe is chicken and rice prepared in a special way. It turns out absolutely delicious, and I hope you'll enjoy today's recipe. For the ingredients, I have 2 onions peeled and cut into small cubes. I also have 1 chicken weighing between 1 and 1.5 kilograms, but you can use any amount you prefer. The ingredient quantities I'm giving are for 1.5 kilograms of chicken. I have 1 teaspoon of turmeric and half a bundle of saffron threads. If you have saffron threads, they are the best choice, but I'll use this instead. I also have 1 teaspoon of tomato paste and 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. I have 4 garlic cloves, using 2 at the beginning and the other 2 at the end, while the salt is added to taste. I also have half a cup of oil mixed between vegetable oil and olive oil. Finally, I have half a liter of water. Now let's begin the recipe by turning on the stove. I've placed the pot on the heat, and I'll add the onions. Next, I'll add the half cup of oil and half of the garlic. I'll only use 2 cloves. Now I'll add the ground ginger. Season with salt according to your own taste. Then I'll add half a teaspoon of turmeric. I'll use only half of the saffron and keep the rest. Now I'll mix the spices well with the onions. Then I'll add the chicken. The chicken goes into the pot. I cut the chicken into smaller pieces, including cutting the breast in half. Now I'll mix everything well and saute it. Make sure to stir well so the seasoning coats every piece of chicken. The spices need to cook briefly with the chicken. Next, I'll pour in all the water. Then I'll let it cook. Let's begin. I'll let it cook for about 30 minutes, even though there seems to be plenty of water. Once the chicken is cooked, I'll remove it and keep the broth. I'll add a few more ingredients to the broth. That will become the sauce served with the rice. The chicken is cooked now, so I'll remove it and keep only the broth. I'll blend the broth before adding the tomato paste. Then I'll come back once the sauce is blended. If you're using an immersion blender, you can blend it while it's still hot. If you're using a regular blender, let it cool first to avoid damaging it. I'll blend the sauce now and be right back. I've finished blending the sauce with the immersion blender. Now I'll add 1 teaspoon of tomato paste. Then I'll return it to the heat so it can simmer. I'll let it cook for a few minutes until the sauce thickens slightly. Here I have 250 grams of rice, and I'll add 500 milliliters of water. That's a 2-to-1 water to rice ratio, and now I'll cook the rice. I won't add any salt or seasoning at this stage. I'll season the rice after it has finished cooking. I washed the rice thoroughly and drained it well to remove the excess starch. Now I'll cook the rice and then I'll come back. The sauce is ready now. It has thickened nicely, and I'll turn off the heat while the rice is cooked. I left it over very low heat just to finish cooking, and now let's continue. I'll take a frying pan and add 2 tablespoons of butter. Let the butter melt completely. Then I'll add the 2 garlic cloves that we reserved earlier. The other 2 cloves were cooked with the chicken sauce, and these are the remaining ones. I'll stir the garlic, then add the cooked rice. Next, I'll add a little chopped parsley. About 1 tablespoon, along with salt and black pepper. Now I'll keep sautéing the rice together with these seasonings. This allows the rice to absorb the flavors of the garlic, butter, salt, black pepper, and parsley. Cook it for about 5 minutes. The rice is now perfectly sautéed after about 5 minutes. I placed the cooked chicken in the oven after removing it from the broth. You can also cook it in an air fryer if you have one, or simply fry it if that's the method you prefer. Now it's time to plate and serve the dish. This is the final presentation of our chicken and rice served with the sauce. I'll finish by adding a little chopped parsley on top of the chicken as an optional final garnish. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe and don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new recipe. See you in the next video.